Most people think their dog leans on them just for comfort. But what if that simple gesture meant something far deeper? When your dog presses against you, they're not just being affectionate. They're saying, "I trust you with my life." It's easy to overlook, but these quiet moments reveal a hidden language of love that many owners miss. In this video, I'll share 7 subtle signs your dog is truly bonded to you. And the last one, it completely changed how I see dogs, and it might change you too. So if your dog ever leans in close, don't brush it off. Because what they're telling you could be the most powerful thing you'll ever hear. Let's begin. Number 7. They follow you everywhere. Even to the bathroom. You might laugh when your dog follows you into the bathroom. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself why? Why out of every room in the house, every soft bed and cozy corner, do they insist on being where you are even in the most private moments? This isn't just about habit. It's not about food. And no, it's not because they're bored. This is something much deeper. In the wild, dogs stay close to their pack leader. Not just to survive, but to feel safe. And to your dog, you are the pack. You are the anchor in a world that constantly changes. So when they follow you, they're not being clingy. They're saying, "Where you go, I belong." It's their way of keeping watch, staying connected, protecting the bond that to them is everything. Have you ever noticed how they quietly sit just a few feet away when you're cooking, folding laundry, or simply resting? They're not waiting for anything. They're just there. Steady, loyal, present. And when you're feeling low, they get even closer, as if their very presence might patch up the silence inside you. But here's the part most people miss. This following behavior isn't random. Studies show that dogs who follow their humans closely throughout the day often have the highest emotional synchrony. That means your dog isn't just with you, they're in tune with you. And if that level of closeness surprises you, just wait until you find out what happens when they give you their favorite toy, especially when you're feeling down, because that's when their heart speaks the loudest. Number 6. They give you their favorite toy, especially when you're down. Have you ever had a long, heavy day? And then, out of nowhere, your dog trots up and gently drops their favorite toy at your feet. At first glance, it's easy to assume they just want to play. But pause, look closer. That toy isn't just a chewable rubber bone or an old squeaky duck. To them, it's the one thing they treasure most. So why would they hand it over? In a dog's world, giving up a prized possession is an act of rare trust. It's like a child offering you their teddy bear, not because they're done with it, but because they believe it might bring you comfort too. They notice when your shoulders slump, when your voice softens, when your energy shifts. And in the only way they know how they respond. Here they're saying, "This makes me feel better. Maybe it will help you too." It's easy to overlook this gesture. We're busy, distracted. We pat their head and move on. But dogs don't operate on accident. They're intuitive. Studies even show that dogs can detect emotional changes in humans by scent alone. So when they see you're not okay, they act. And sometimes their act of love comes slobbery and squeaky. But there's more. Some dogs won't just bring you a toy, they'll wait. Sit. Stare. They don't need you to throw it. They just need you to see them, to feel that you're not alone. And isn't that what we all want when life feels too quiet? Now imagine this. What if the toy isn't just a gift, but a mirror? What if your dog is showing you exactly what they need when they're hurting too? And speaking of silent messages, what if I told you your dog's gaze, just the way they look at you, might actually change their brain chemistry? Let's talk about that next. Number 5, they look into your eyes and something chemical happens. Have you ever caught your dog just staring at you? Not in that playful throw the ball way. I mean, soft eyes, head tilted slightly, as if they're reading your thoughts. And maybe, just maybe you looked back and felt something shift. A stillness. A kind of quiet connection that words can't reach. In the world of dogs, eye contact isn't taken lightly. Among animals, a stare can be a threat. But with you, your dog does the opposite. They soften their gaze. They hold it. And in that moment, something incredible is happening inside both of you. Studies have shown that when dogs and their humans lock eyes with warmth, both brains release oxytocin. That's the same hormone that bonds a mother to her baby. So yes, when your dog looks at you like that, they're not just seeing you, they're feeling you. They're literally falling deeper in love. It's wild to think a glance could hold that much power. But your dog doesn't need words. Their eyes do the talking. You, they seem to say, are my person. I feel safe with you. And it's often paired with a relaxed body, a slow tail wag, maybe even a lean against your leg. All silent affirmations of a bond they trust more than anything else. Have you ever looked away too soon, not realizing that moment was more than a look? It was a promise. A quiet, sacred exchange that says, I see you. I choose you. And if eye contact can trigger love hormones, just wait until you see what your dog's sleeping position says about how deeply they trust you. The next one might surprise you. Number 4, they sleep near you, even when they don't have to have you ever woken up to find your dog curled at your feet or tucked quietly beside your bed. They could have slept anywhere. On the couch, in their crate, by the window. But they chose you. That simple decision, night after night, says more than most people realize. In the wild, dogs only sleep near those they trust with their life. Sleep is when they're most vulnerable. So if your dog chooses to rest beside you, it means they see you as their safest place, even in their most defenseless state. It's not just habit. It's an instinct passed down through generations of survival and pack loyalty. And in your modern home, that ancient instinct still whispers, stay close. Your family. What's even more revealing is how they sleep. If they curl tightly, nose to tail, they're seeking comfort. But if they sprawl out beside you, legs stretched, belly exposed, that's a trust so complete it borders on sacred. A dog's belly is their unguarded core. When they show it, they're telling you, I have no fear. Not with you. And here's something few people know. Studies suggest dogs actually dream about their owners. When you see them twitching, whimpering softly, or paddling their legs in sleep, you might just be in that dream. Imagine that. You're not just part of their day, you're in their night too. So next time they doze off beside you, resist the urge to move. Let them stay. Let them feel what they've come to trust. Because the next sign, the one involving their reaction when you leave, reveals just how deeply that attachment runs. Number 3, they miss you long before you walk out the door. Have you ever noticed your dog's mood shift even before you pick up your keys? Before the front door creaks open, before a single word is said, they know. They know you're about to leave. And more than that, they feel it. The soft shuffle of your shoes, the subtle change in your breath, the pause in your routine. It all speaks volumes to them. Dogs don't need clocks. They don't need calendars. What they have is you. And the moment your rhythm shifts, their world tilts a little. Some dogs will pace. Others will sit by the door, ears tilted, eyes full of quiet worry. And the second you're gone, something lingers: your scent, your energy, your absence. That's why some dogs curl up in your clothes, why they wait by the window, why every little creak in the hallway makes their ears perk. They're not being dramatic. They're holding on to the only piece of you they can while you're away. And then there's the reunion, the tail that goes wild before you even turn the knob, the zoomies across the living room, the happy bark that breaks through the silence. It's not just excitement. It's relief. It's joy. It's you came back. You always come back. That moment may only last a few seconds, but to them, it's everything. And here's something incredible studies have shown. Dogs can recognize their human's scent after days, even weeks apart. Your smell isn't just familiar, it's home. So when you see your dog light up at the sound of your car pulling in, remember you weren't just missed. You were longed for. And if you think that kind of emotional memory is powerful, just wait until you see what happens when they yawn right after you do. Because that simple, sleepy moment might say more about your bond than you ever imagined. Number 2. The yawn. When you yawn, and it's not just cute. Have you ever yawned and noticed your dog yawn right after? Maybe you laughed it off thinking, well, that's funny. But what if I told you that moment, so simple, so often ignored, might be one of the most powerful signs of emotional connection your dog can show? In humans, contagious yawning is a sign of empathy. It happens when someone's so tuned into you, they physically echo your state. And guess what? Dogs do it too. But not with just anyone. Not with strangers. Not even with every family member. They do it with you, their person. The one they've chosen to mirror. That kind of synchronization doesn't come from training. It comes from bonding, from shared energy, from love. Scientists have studied this phenomenon, and the results are stunning. Dogs that yawn after their owners do are often the ones with the strongest emotional attachment. It's not just a trick of the eye. It's neurobiology. Their brain is reacting to your behavior in real time. That's how closely they're watching you, how deeply they're with you, even in the smallest of moments. And think about this. If your dog can mirror something as involuntary as a yawn, what else are they picking up on that you're not even aware of? Your size, your posture, the way your voice softens when you're tired. They read you like a map. And sometimes a shared yawn isn't just sleepy coincidence, it's your dog saying, I feel you. I'm right here. So next time it happens, don't brush it off. Smile. Maybe yawn back. Because in that fleeting breath of air, your dog is speaking a language of connection we're only just beginning to understand. And if that surprises you, wait until we get to the last sign. It's the one most people overlook, yet it holds the deepest meaning of all. Number 1. They lean on you, but not for the reason. You think you've felt it before, haven't you? That slow, quiet pressure of a dog's body leaning against yours. Maybe it's when you're sitting on the couch after a long day. Maybe it's when you're lost in thought, not saying a word. They don't bark. They don't nudge. They just lean. And somehow you feel a little more steady. It's easy to dismiss as affection or a search for warmth. But that lean, it's so much more. In the world of dogs, physical closeness isn't random. It's ritual. In the wild pack, members lean in for warmth. Yes, but more than that, they lean for trust, for safety, for belonging. So when your dog rests their weight on you, even just for a few seconds, they're saying something profoundly simple. I choose you. I trust you to hold me up. And sometimes, they do it when you're hurting. When they sense the shift in your mood before you say a word. When the world feels heavy and your heart a little quieter, that lean becomes something more than touch. It becomes support. Not with words, not with gestures, just with presence. Dogs don't ask for much. They don't need explanations or reasons. They just need you to be there, and in return, they offer everything. Their lean is a vow, a silent, sacred promise. Whatever happens, I'm with you. So the next time your dog presses into your side, don't just pat their head and move away. Stay. Let them lean. Let their unspoken love hold you still for a moment. Because sometimes the quietest gestures carry the loudest truths. And if you've seen any of these signs in your dog, then you're not just their owner. You're their whole world. Now that you've seen these 7 signs, maybe you'll start noticing them in a new way. The lean against your leg, the quiet footsteps behind you, the toy gently placed at your feet. None of it is random. It's all part of a language one built on trust, devotion, and the kind of love that asks for nothing in return. Our dogs may never say the words "I love you," but they whisper it every day. Through a yawn, a glance, a soft thump of the tail on the floor. And sometimes that love is so steady, so constant, we forget how extraordinary it really is. So tonight, when your pup curls up beside you or gazes into your eyes like you're the only thing that matters, pause. Feel it. Let it land. Because if you've ever wondered whether your dog truly loves you, now you know. They always have. They always will. And if this video helped you understand your dog even just a little better, consider staying with us. There's so much more to uncover, so many more stories waiting to be told. Hit that subscribe button if your heart feels just a little fuller right now. Not because you have to, but because you want to keep learning the silent, beautiful language of love our dogs speak every day. From one dog lover to another. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.